Okay, so I've attempted to record this a couple of times because cars are coming in and out and it's distracting to my neurotypical, or excuse me, neurodivergent brain. So, uh, this is the third take and it's getting dark outside. So, I don't even know if I'll post this to be honest. It's going to be very vulnerable, but I know they say to share the vulnerable, right? Because I want people to take away from my story, but I also know that like this is stuff that I'm still currently working through. So, this is another car. Um, I've always viewed myself as a romantic in my romantic relationships. Ever since I was young, ever since I started dating, which was, I had my first relationship at the age of 15, so which was my senior year of high school. Excuse me, freshman year of high school. It's my freshman year of high school, I had my first relationship. And I've always like daydreamed of marriage and finding quote unquote the one, which the concept of the one is a big one that can be a whole conversation, right? There are people that we have different levels of compatibility with. Is there one perfect person? I don't know. I don't know. I used to be firmly confident in that. Now it's like I think we find someone and once again there's love and there's respect and there's trust and there's compatibility and there's commitment. And that person can kind of, I guess in a way, become the one, but there is no the one. But fortunately, throughout my years of dating and relationships, despite me being highly romantic and throwing myself into my relationships, and I would give my significant other the world and the moon and the sun and the stars if I could, there was a level of codependency that I wasn't aware that existed. Because no one ever really told me the word before. Like no one ever said, Camilla, you're codependent. Because I loved so hard and I was so scared of not being enough. I viewed romantic relationships as value to me, like to prove my worthiness. If someone didn't want, if I wasn't in a romantic relationship, I wasn't desirable. No one wanted to be with me. I was going to die alone. And I would base my how I felt off the other person. And God forbid if there is stuff going on, because then, it would be walking on eggshells. And I really struggled with not wanting to rock the boat. I would rather sit in silence and carry all these feelings that I have than possibly rock the boat and upset things and turn the boat over. There's this video, like this Instagram reel, TikTok that I've seen of this guy, and he's saying that people sometimes, like when we love really hard, people will come into our lives and we'll teach them or show them unconditional love. However, that person is in our life to teach us self love. And that hit hard for me as someone who has a history of trauma. So, CPTSD and for me, it is rooted in relationships with people in general, not just like necessarily romantic, right? So I have this like perception of needing to hold on to people. Like I have to hold on to people. I don't want to lose people. And I have lost people. I've lost people in my life, obviously, right? I mean, at my age, it is natural part of life. And there's that thought of attachment, and then how attachment causes suffering. When we attach to the idea of someone, that is what causes us pain. Doesn't mean we can't be hurt when a relationship ends and we can't miss them and be like and wish things had been different. But I believe there is truth to that, right? It's been hard for me to adjust to the thought of relationships are just a season. Once again, romantic or otherwise, romantic, platonic, familial, relationships can just be a season. Sometimes people are in our life for a time and it was the right time, but then no longer becomes the right time. And that is, as someone like, once again, working through codependency and anxious attachment, it is really hard to sit with that. It's really hard to be like, yeah, it's fine, you know, when there's a part of me that's screaming, no, don't leave me. Because I would base my relationships, I would equate them to my self worth, right? Meaning that if if I being in a romantic relationship validated me in a way of like, I'm desirable, I'm wanted, someone wants to be with me. And if it wasn't, I was gonna die alone, no one wanted me, I'm unattractive. Just so very black and white. Here's the thing, and I want to remember this, and I want people, if I decide to post this, I want people to remember this. Relationships aren't easy. There's going to be conversations, there may be conflict, but never, never lose yourself. If you're someone who has a history similar to mine, it can be so easy to lose yourself. And then at the end, you're just like, I don't know who I am anymore. Or you reflect and you realize that you allowed so much more than what you deserve. See, I deserve someone who is excited about me. You. You deserve someone who's excited about you. You deserve someone who is invested in your projects and is your biggest cheerleader. You deserve someone who you bring up a concern and they're willing to validate you and want to problem solve it and it's fixed the first time. You deserve someone who doesn't make you feel like you're not sure where you stand in the relationship. You deserve someone who makes you feel seen. You deserve someone who don't have to beg and cry for something to happen. Like, you deserve someone who will take care of you. You deserve someone who doesn't see you as too much. And that is something that I'm currently working on believing for myself. It's hard. It's tough because there's that scarcity fear that comes in. Like, what if I just won't find anyone? Love is everywhere, not just in romantic relationships. Love is everywhere. But Starlight, I need you to remember this. You deserve someone who sees you for you. If you feel like you have to change yourself in any way to be with someone, think about that. We all deserve to be seen for ourselves wholly and completely. And I get it, it's scary. Maybe you're single, maybe you are in a relationship, and you are having this voice in the back of your head that's like, I don't know. I don't know if this is it. And it's scary to say something about it or do something about it. And I'm not saying, to automatically just leave and jump out of that relationship, but really reflect, really think. If I was with this person for the rest of my life, would I truly be happy? Or if this person didn't change at all, would I be happy? Would I be okay with that? It's kind of a ramble here at this point, but never, never lose yourself for someone, because at the end of life, all we have is ourselves. So yeah. Well, I think I'll wrap up this video here, but know that you are whole and complete without a romantic relationship. A romantic relationship is supposed to be the cherry on top in life and not the whole sundae. It's easy to forget that because society romanticizes being in a relationship so much, and it makes us feel bad if we're not in one. Especially, for people who identify as being a woman, it's like the whole clock is ticking, right? Like, in the thought of we have an expiration date by a certain age, which is such a dumb concept. But anything else, I see you, and you got this, Starlight. I'm here for you.